What would you suggest, because you are also a trainer, so what would you suggest for someone follow or look into that career path? What kind of certification would you recommend? How these certifications are going to help them if they're going towards the, let's say, Microsoft Azure and Office 365 training, what you do normally, or you
Well,
train people?
well, when looking at Azure, I'd say everybody, and this depends on all the different kinds of roles. Especially the young guys out there that are still trying to find their feet in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say start with the AZ 900, so the Azure fundamentals.
Mm-hmm.
And I pretty much recommend that everywhere for everyone. So let's say I even go to as a consultant to a company,
Mm-hmm.
and I do a intake on just finding out their skill level and what they want to learn, and also the different roles that they'll require. Then I recommend that across the board. Even the IT director can go and do it, and the technical people.
I see.
So to me, that brings a basic level of Azure knowledge to the table. And then depending on the roles that everybody wants to go and get certified in,
Mm-hmm.
depending on if they're going towards a more technical administrator role, then I recommend the trainings in the AZ 103.
Okay.
And for developers, the AZ 203. Sometimes for developers, depending on the kind of developers, I always recommend them to get a good basis of the core services that Azure provides, and that's the things like running infrastructure as a service,
Right.
virtual machines, how they work, networks. In fact, I recommend all roles do the core services at a technical level, not just the fundamental level, but a bit higher than that, something more technical, so that they have a good basis of the services that Azure works. And then we can go and focus on their specializations on the platform. So with administrators, we'll go deeper into networking and certain core services and things like PaaS services like Azure, Cosmos DB. For developers, I like to focus on how they can best build a new application utilizing the Azure services, especially playing around with the different storage types that they can do. The game has pretty much changed now that we got an on-premises infrastructure and we're working with cloud infrastructure. It's a bit more flexible. You have storage that could be anywhere. Applications can write to a storage account, which is pretty much connecting to an endpoint on HTTP or HTTPS. So that makes it easier. They don't have to just play around with applications on virtual machines, like traditional.
Right. No, you made the point. And funny you said AZ, so for the audience, we AZ hundreds. So I'll put those in the link. And then, before I want to wrap it up, so you see, of course, there's a lot of value in the certification for sure. We've seen
guys like
yeah,
guys like us live through the value, so
right.
that's not going to stop. So
Right, exactly. So what do you think? It doesn't matter whether you have a college degree or not, even if you have
well,
a
the
diploma,
value in
whatever.
a college degree, I'd still send my kids to finish one, and having studied tertiary education, I see tertiary education more as you need it as a person. Even though
It's kind of
the
tough spot, right?
degree, there's a lot of companies that you can go work at now in the industry where getting the certification is good enough. But
Right.
I'd always recommend, the tertiary education for the experience of it, because it really you grow as a person,
So
in
yeah,
those years.
we'll leave this discussion for another video because, in my opinion, I do have
I love my study years. I'm
yeah,
saying.
and I do have where it's it's not wrong or right, pros and cons, because it's how do you plan your career,
Yep.
and based on that, where would it make the most sense for the certification, and where would it make the most sense for college degree. And that's I've been reading and researching, and definitely Would love to have more discussion around that. Is there a demand in this value of certification? Yes.
Always.
Can you get on the job in certification? Yes.
Always.
Is experience needed? Hell yes. You gotta have experience.
You
Certification
can get
with no
experience
experience.
on the job sometimes, you
Yeah.
know?
So yeah. So exactly. So that's what my I mentor coaching plan is. Is somebody who's fresh,
Yeah.
and the biggest challenge in the market is, hey, how do I get experience? I have 4 year college degree. People don't hire me. People say because I don't have experience. And how am I going to experience if I don't have a job? So
And
that's my
remember what we done to show people that we know our stuff?
Yep.
We blog,
Right.
we vlogged, we were guests on other shows
We
and
speak at the events worldwide.
presenting at conferences.
Right.
So sharing your knowledge kind of builds on getting that experience,
Right.
I'd
Exactly.
say.
Yeah. So that being said, man, I appreciate your time and
Sure,
sharing
anytime.
some real good stuff for the audience. I'm sure it will be valuable and beneficial for them. At least I can see it. Sharing those stuff and would help people. So those who are watching, please stay tuned. There will be
Well,
more
they can,
videos.
if they want to contact us, great.
And stay tuned. Do subscribe our channel, share it, and for sure, let us know in the comments below if you have any question. He and I myself will answer. That's doesn't cost you anything, and you'll see more and more stuff. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned.
Thank you.
See you next.
Good
Thank you,
chatting.
Adnan.
Bye.